Stadium for Penrith and none for other areas of Sydney is looking a little suspect now, isn't it?
Well, in relation to the engagement with the NRL in respect to this matter, they provide. We have been committed to a suburban stadium policy. I've made that very clear, and we've made decisions along the way, whether it's a suburban stadium in Penrith or whether it's the Centres of Excellence that were funded in this year's budget.
Even Peter V'landys has raised questions about the fact that the one stadium that's being built
Mr. V'landys and the NRL have provided a sequencing to the New South Wales government in relation to those programs. We have made commitments in relation to those stadiums. In respect of Penrith, it has always been my view, in terms of our three cities that we have in the eastern city, the central city and the Aerotropolis, we have three great cities and three great sporting infrastructure associated with that. We have that with Allianz, we have that with Bank West, and we have that with Penrith. Now, ultimately, though, when we put close to $2 billion, $2 billion. There's no other state that has put as much investment in relation to sporting infrastructure than the New South Wales government. No other state, whether that's in sporting infrastructure, whether that's in stadia, whether that's in centres of excellence, or whether that is in relation to grassroots community sport. And I'm very proud of that track record. But when circumstances change, priorities change too. And ultimately, I'm not accountable to Peter V'landys. I'm accountable to the people of New South Wales. They are my priority, and I will always act in the interest of the people of our state.
So it's not pork barrelling when Penrith is getting it, a marginal seat, and Cronulla and Manly, which are safe Liberal seats, they're not getting it.
Well, the decision we had made decisions in a direction of sporting infrastructure and suburban grounds. In the most recent budget, we put funding for centres of excellence in St George, in Wollongong, in Canterbury, and in one other, and in Kellyville, and in Parramatta. So that has never been in the decision-making process. That matter. What has been in my decision-making process, completely supported by the New South Wales Cabinet, that when the circumstances change, when we're given information in relation to matters that need to be dealt with, then the priorities change too. And I believe that's what the people of New South Wales expect from me as their leader. And I have a situation, as I've said, where over 1,000 people are without homes following the most recent flooding event. They are my priority. Now, there's no doubt that this decision is going to be unpopular in some quarters. I accept that. But I'm not here to make decisions that are popular. I'm here to make decisions that are right. It is the right thing to do in the circumstance we find ourselves in, for me to invest money where it's going to make a real difference to people across our state. That's what I'm doing.